Thank you, everybody, for being on this call. This is your GSR. It's your Getting Started Right call. So if you're a new coach or if you're starting again, this is a really important call for you. We're going to go through all of the basics of what you need. So I hope you have a pen and paper. I'm going to give you 1 second to go get your pen and paper, and we'll be right back. It's crazy. It's either the kids or the dog. It's always something. All right, so let me start here. I'm going to move my screen. All right, so the first thing you need to know is if you are overwhelmed, that's okay. It's completely normal for you to feel overwhelmed, and I don't want that to discourage you from moving forward. I also don't want you to compare your step one, your beginning, to somebody's 7 months into coaching. It's very different. Plus, you could be at the same place as someone else who's ahead of you, or you are ahead of them. You cannot compare yourself in this business. As soon as you compare yourself, you're losing focus on your why and why you are in this business. And then what happens is you fall off. You don't really reach your goals. You feel discouraged, and you say, this doesn't work for me, and you throw your hands up in the air. You have to believe that this is going to work for you, and you need to have that belief before anything falls into place. And that's really how it goes with everything in life. So as soon as you have the belief that you will see it, you will see it, instead of seeing it before you believe it, and then it'll happen and come true. So just stick to the basics, do what you're supposed to do every single day, you will see improvements, and you will start to grow your business. I also want you to realize that this is your business. There is no boss, there is no CEO, it's all on you. So the days that you choose not to work your business are the days your business doesn't flourish and go forward. So think about that for a minute. Think of any store, any company. They have a whole system in place that runs like clockwork every single day. And if someone takes off and they just shut down for a day, they're going to lose customers, they're going to lose momentum, they're going to lose business, and their business isn't going to grow. So you are in charge of your own business. That's why this team is so important, because when the team is so important, we can feed off of each other. We can bounce ideas off of each other. We can support each other and encourage each other and motivate each other to do the best that we can in our business, because we really don't have anyone as our boss. I am not your boss. If I'm your coach, I'm your mentor. I can help you. I'm your sponsor. I can help you reach resources. I can help you sign other coaches. I can help answer all the questions that I can or help you find them, but I cannot run your business for you. That has to fall on you. Just like my sponsor is not running my business for me. So just put that in your mind and think about right now, why did you become a coach? Is it to help other people? Is it to hold yourself accountable? Is it because you're tired of where you are financially and you want to move forward? Is it because you're depressed or you're anxious and you're just sick and tired of that feeling and you're ready to move on? Guys, if you can mute yourselves, that would be very helpful. I should be able to mute all. There we go. All right. So the important thing to know is that we are a team. We have to work together as a team. We want to be a really strong team. So if one of us isn't pulling our weight, then reach out to everyone else on the team. Don't just fall off, because the way that it works is that we have all of our team volume together, and when we're all doing well, we all get bonuses for it. So this is a team effort. So think about why you wanted to become a coach. Was it maybe to become part of a team or become a community that of people who are trying to reach similar goals as you? What is it? And your whys can be super, super specific. It can be that you want to get married, or you want to have kids, or you want to fit into a certain dress, or you want to provide for your family, or you want to be able to take vacations, or you want to be completely toned and fit and feel good and look good naked. whatever your specific why is, you need to think about that and have that at the forefront of your mind 100% of the time. A lot of coaches write down their why every single morning and reread it. And they write down their goals every morning. I write down my goals every night before I go to bed. So you want to always keep this in the forefront of your mind. Just like when you're having something that you really need, this is a bad example, but something that you really need in your life and you're constantly thinking about it. Like if, let's say your car broke down, you have no car and no way of getting to work. You're constantly thinking, I need a car, I need a car, I need a car. How am I going to get a car? Let me look up how I'm going to get a car. Let me call this place. Let me check out this place. It's always running in your mind. And then eventually you find a car. If you really need the car and you stop thinking about it and you stop doing everything about it, then that car is not going to come to you. So you really want this all in the forefront of your mind. And our brains work in such a way on repetition. That's why our habits can make us or break us. We need to do the same things every single day and form a pattern of habit in order to reach whatever it is we're trying to accomplish. So when you write your goals down every single day or you write your whys down every day, you are making them more realistic and easier to reach and obtain. And you are what you do consistently. So if you write your goals down every day for 21 days and then you don't do it for 4 months, you aren't writing your goals down every day. Even though you used to write your goals down every day, you're still not. So try and be very consistent. One thing we like to do in Success Fit is to videotape with our cell phone your personal why. And if you go to our team page and search in the team bar, on the search bar on the on a desktop computer for my why, you'll just type my why ... You'll see other coaches' whys on our team and get an idea, and you can watch those. So make sure you have that in the forefront of your mind, your why. It's really important. You also need to be reading your personal development every single day. That is a non-negotiable in your business. The only way that you become super successful is when you do things and routines and rituals like the super successful. You want to be hanging out with super successful people. So find some coaches that you like, that you can relate to, that you are inspired by, and like their pages or follow them. If they're really high up, you're not going to be able to become their friends, but you will be able to follow them and see what they're posting. You want to surround yourself with this mindset of success. So you want to surround yourself with top 10 Beachbody coaches. You want to surround yourself with non-Beachbody successful people like Oprah or anybody. Will Smith, he's successful. I need to drink my tea here. So it doesn't have to be Beachbody coaches. I would recommend following a few of them, obviously, but so can you guys hear me? So I just got a call. You want to surround yourself.
Now I can.
Now you can hear me? Okay. You want to surround yourself with people that are successful, that have already obtained what you are trying to obtain. This way, all of this positive reinforcement is at the forefront of your mind. All of these things are really important to focus on. These aren't just little things that I throw out there and say. This is seriously how a successful person becomes more and more and more and more successful. You could talk to any of the famous successful people in the country, and they are all going to say the same thing. They need to be working on themselves all the time. So find a personal development book that relates to you and read it. If you haven't read The Compound Effect, you need to read that. That's really, really important for this business. Compound Effect. That's Darren Hardy. You want to read GoPro, also really important. I chose to read GoPro as an audio book. I got the discs, and I love that because it was narrated by the author, and he's just talking to you, and it makes so much sense. So the Compound Effect explains how small, consistent things that you do every single day over time will lead you to the big finale of success. And it's explained very well. And in our training, in our New Coach Basic training, that is one of the videos by Darren Hardy that I have in there that you need to watch. So make sure you're in that basic training. The GoPro book is really important because that explains network marketing. That explains how this business works on the internet, how you can create relationships, how you follow up with people. This whole thing is about following up with people. They always say the fortune is in the follow-up, and it's so true. You could talk to tons of people and not follow up with any of them, and you will never make a sale. You will never connect with them. You will never learn about them, and you will eventually never help them. But if you say, I'm going to call you on this day at this time, and you do, then they can trust you because you have done what you said you were going to do. And over time, lots of different follow-ups with these people, they create a connection with you, and that's what you want. You want to have a connection with your customers. All right, so that's just the basic thing. We're going to go through a little bit of the checklist, but I want to make sure that you got your welcome email. Search for it in your inbox if you've lost it. It has a lot of important information. It has a welcome video. Make sure you've watched the welcome video. Sadly, I didn't have a voice that day, so it might be hard to listen to me, but make sure you watch the welcome video. It has a link, a button, a pink button for you to log in and register for the 36-day new coach basic training course, which is vital to your success in this business. Because like any job, I worked at Victoria's Secret for 6 years. The very first week, you're sitting in the back room watching training videos because they're not going to put you out on the floor and teach you and say, go do what you're supposed to do until you've learned what you're actually supposed to do. So if you're not being successful right now as a coach in your business, probably you're not doing the training yet. Now, if you've already done the training and you have problems, reach out to me, reach out to your upline sponsor. You should be in the Success Fit team page. Make sure you're in there. Reach out to everyone. Utilize the team. We are a team. So reach out there. I've also put you in the Misfit Family Blair's page because there are hundreds of coaches in there, and she's 5-star diamond right now, and so there's a lot going on there. So that's a really good resource as well. Make sure you're there, and make sure you're in the training course and you're actually consistently doing it, because it's just 36 days. So at the end of the month, you should be Emerald. You've advanced to Emerald ranking, which means you have 2 coaches under you, one on your right leg and one on your left leg. And you should hit SC5, Success Club 5. So you get points for Success Club. You can get 2 points when you sell a challenge pack and 1 point if you sell a Shakeology Home Direct. You want to hit Success Club 5 as a minimum every single month in your business. That's a non-negotiable. Coaches who hit Success Club 5 or higher in their business every month make 7 times more than coaches who do not. This is how you know if you're doing well. If you are moving your business forward just every month by helping only 3 people, tiny little baby steps, 1 year from now, you're going to have a booming business. So make sure you're hitting Success Club 5 every single month. And if you do this training consistently every single day, not only will you be forming a habit, which, let's face it, a lot of us have a hard time forming good habits. Bad habits are easy to form because you don't put much thought into them. You just grab whatever you need to do and do it. But when you need to make a good habit, you need to actually put in the effort and do it. And we've all been there. We're all doing our workouts. We're all drinking our Shakeology. We all know that some days are good and some days are not. Some days you're going to skip your workout. Some days you're going to skip your Shakeology. And so it's an effort to make sure that you're doing it. And this is how we change. This is how we better ourselves. This is how we become stronger people. This is how we inspire other people. This is how we help other people. And this is how you grow your business. So start practicing being consistent and doing these little things, even when you don't want to, every single day by starting with this training. I took hours and hours and weeks and months to put this training together, Emily and I want to make sure that you're utilizing it because it has tons of great information from tons of coaches. It's not just me. You're not going to be bored with my face every single day. I've picked and choose from lots of great resources, and by the end of the 36 days, you should hit SC5 and you should be an Emerald coach. The key to that is implementing what you learn, but do the activities. Don't just read them and brush them off. Spend one day doing one lesson and the next day doing the next lesson. And there's even a catch-up day in there. So I know that life happens, and I know that Beachbody isn't your whole life and you're not eating, breathing, and sleeping Beachbody, although some of us are. So that might not be you just yet, but just take a little time to do the lessons each day because it will definitely launch your business forward. So let's talk about the 3 vital behaviors that you need to be a great coach. So the 3 behaviors that you need are: number 1, be the product of the product. That means you're doing your workouts. That means you're drinking your Shakeology. That means you're doing whatever you need to do with our products. Maybe you're using the Fix8 cookbook, but you cannot promote the success that our products have done for you if you're not even using them. That just doesn't make any logical sense. You can't say, drink this Shakeology, it's amazing, look what it's done for me, it's awesome, and you haven't even used it. You can't say, use this workout program because it's the best thing in the world, but I don't do it. Because first of all, you're a hypocrite. Second of all, no one's going to follow you because you're not actually doing what you're saying you're doing. And thirdly, you're not showing the results that these products work. You need to be passionate about the products. You need to be passionate about your why and make sure that you are sharing that. If you are actually using our products and you are sharing your story, this business is so much easier than not. I don't want to say it's a breeze because yes, it is hard sometimes. It's simple, but it's not easy. So I want to make sure that you are being a product of the product. That's number 1. Number 2, personal development. That's the way we grow, and you're going to hear it all the time, and don't get annoyed hearing it all the time because repetition is important. That's the way our brains work. Personal development is super important. You cannot become a better person if you aren't doing something to become a better person. And that mind and body, that thing connects, they connect, they go hand in hand. That's why our team is called Success Fit Body and Mind. So you're working your body, you're working out, you're drinking your Shakeology, you have to work your mind too. And that's the personal development piece. 10 minutes a day, 10 pages a day, whatever it is, you set what it is and you make sure you get it in every single day. And you might think, I don't have any time. Well, I listen to my personal development. I do audiobooks. I used to do reading books, but with 2 kids and running around, it's just, I can't do it anymore. So I do audiobooks. I have an Audible account. You can get them at the library if you want, if you don't want to spend money. But make sure that you are listening or reading personal development. You could do it in your car, on the way to school, on the way to work, on the way to an appointment. I listen to it in the shower. I listen to it whenever I'm alone. I have earbuds in and I'm just listening to it. So number 2, personal development, super, super important. Number 3 of our vital behaviors is that you want to share and invite and connect. And the reason why there are these 3 words is because over time, it used to be invite, invite, invite. Then people call it share, share, share. And people call it connect, connect, connect. So I'm going to call it invite, share, and connect. How clever is that? So what this means is you can be posting on your wall and you could be sharing your story, but if you're not making those personal connections on the side, I call that the backside of Facebook, then nothing's going to move forward. So there's the front side of Facebook, which is your wall or your like page or both. And the back side of Facebook is your personal messages, which you could do in texting, in typing, or in voice messaging if you have the Facebook app on your phone. I love the Facebook app because I love the voice messaging. Not only am I able to talk to 4 or 5 people at a time or cook dinner and talk to one person, but it's easier for me. You don't have to type, it doesn't take as long, but it's so personal for them. They hear your voice, they hear your tonation, they hear your excitement, they hear your passion, and that's really important as well. So however you do it, your method works for you, but you have to use the backside of Facebook and connect with people. Invite them to a challenge group. Invite them to a free challenge group. Invite them to a paid challenge group. Invite them to the coaching opportunity. Wherever you need to do to connect and share your story. If you can go back into one of our training calls, go to our YouTube channel and look for the CALLS method, C-A-L-L-S. This is what I called how we connect. So C is for connect, A, ask, L, listen, C-A-L-L-S. It's call, ask, listen, learn, and share. So you're not just going to message someone and say, hey, want to be a Beachbody coach? No. Or, hey, want to be in my challenge group? No, because think about if someone were to reach out to you. That sounds very pushy, sounds very salesy, very just like you're a number, nothing personal about that. Before you mention anything, you need to connect with them. You need to form with them. You want to find out about their family. That's form F. You want to find out about their occupation. You want to find out about what they do for recreation. So start a conversation with them. Hey, how are you? Now, you have a connection with them. You have connected with them somehow by either being part of a similar group, or you've already known them, or you have a mutual friend. Whatever it may be, you have a connection with them. Use that to your advantage. You want to connect on something that you have in common with them, whatever it may be. How was your day today? My day was great. What'd you do? I went to yoga. Boom. I'm a yoga instructor. I'm going to go there. So you connect on the yoga. Or tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your family like? Do you have any kids? Are you married? Are you single? Yeah, I have 2 kids. Oh, me too. Boom. We connect on something. You could always connect with somebody, find at least one thing, and start a conversation. Now, the inviting to a challenge group or to the coaching opportunity does not have to happen on that first conversation. Sometimes I talk to people 8, 9, 10 times before we even bring that up. Other times, you just know. Sometimes you'll see someone's already acting like a coach on their wall. They're already posting. They're already motivating people. They've already had a weight loss journey, and you can just feel like they totally have it. Then yes, you can approach them, but you want to learn about them. You don't want to just jump right in there, because you have to think of it as you interviewing them. You are interviewing them to see if they are a good fit for Success Fit, for your team, for your challenge group, for whatever it is. So spend time focusing on them. And people love to talk about themselves. So ask about themselves. And not only that, you're able to connect and bond with people better when you really have this sole purpose of helping them as your forefront. You don't want to think about, oh shit, I have to be in Success Club and I don't have many points and I don't know what to do and it's the end of the month. I have to get it, because people will feel that energy. You're not out there to hit Success Club and make money. That is a benefit. That is something that happens. What you're out there to do is to help these people. You want to help them get healthy. You want to help them lose weight. You want to help them feel good about themselves. You want to help them change where they are in their mindset. A lot of times when you're super overweight, there's a lot of emotional baggage that comes with that. You want to help them with that. Maybe they're struggling financially. You want to help them financially. This is the opportunity to help them. Coaching can solve all of these problems when they're approached correctly and you've formed with your people you're talking to. So you really want to help them. Always put the focus on them, not on you. So those are your 3 vital behaviors. It's be a product of the product, personal development, and invite, share, and connect. Really important. All right. I want to make sure that you got your welcome email. Make sure that you're in the Success Fit team page and the Misfit team page, the Misfit family team page, it's Blair's page, or some other upline team page. I want to make sure that you have joined the YouTube channel for Success Fit. This is all in your checklist, in your welcome list, in your welcome email, so make sure you go through that. You definitely want to be on our website. The password is located in your email in the checklist, and also you can find it in our team page. Same thing for Misfits. You want to be on the Misfit website, and you can get their password on the checklist in the welcome email or also in our team page. I want you to think about your why, and I want to make sure that you have registered for the course. The course starts every Sunday. So if you haven't registered, make sure you do it right away, and you'll get your first lesson on Sunday. And then it'll go one every day until the end of the course, which is 36 days. And by the end, you should be Emerald for sure and hit Success Club 5. If you need help, reach out to me or another upline sponsor. I'm just reading my checklist here. All right, this one's done. Good. All right, I want to make sure, let me go here, that you've created your open for business post. So if you're just posting about your Shakeology and your workout or whatever, nobody knows that you're the go-to person. They think that you are fit, You start a new program and you're working on it, and they'll say, yay, way to go, you. But if you want them to reach out to you, or when you reach out to them, they feel open and comfortable enough to connect with you and talk to you openly about their issues that they're having, you want them to know that you're the go-to person. You need to put that out there into the universe and write your open for business post on Facebook. So when you get to the training course, there will be a course and a lesson about that. But if you want to go ahead and get started on that anyway, earlier, I suggest that you talk about your experience. Why have you decided to become a coach? How is this going to hold you accountable? What goals are you trying to reach? I wouldn't throw out the word beach body because that scares people away, just like I wouldn't throw out the word any coaching. I would just say coaching. Be very vague. When you start talking to people on the back end, definitely you can say beach body, but you don't want to come off sounding like a commercial. You want to sound off uniquely you. You are your brand. What makes you unique is what's going to make you a good coach. So you might not have the same things as I have. We might have different interests. We might not work the same way, and that's totally fine. What makes you a good coach is by you staying true to yourself, doing things that work well for you. So you don't want to come off as a commercial. Hi, I'm a Beachbody coach. Want to get fit? Come on and message me. It's not like that. You can browse my wall and see what my posts are like. I usually talk about something that's going on in my life. So I know I was just talking about transitions. I'm going through a transition. I'm not going to announce what that is yet, but I'm having a hard time with it. I don't like transitions. I always resist them. So I spoke about that. Are you always resisting transitions? Well, let me tell you why I try not to resist them, why I'm always struggling with that. I've always struggled with that, and I'd love to help you if that's something that you're going through as well. It's much different than I'm a Beachbody coach, buy my Shakeology. So you always want to have value in your posts, and your open for business lets people know that you have started a business on your own and you'd love their support, and they're going to help hold you accountable. Always post with a picture. Always post with a picture. Facebook boosts your affinity when you have a picture. Now, affinity is a term that you may or may not know what it is. But it's very important with Facebook. If you have a large amount of likes, a large amount of shares, or a large amount of comments, those are called engagements, then Facebook thinks what you're posting is important and relevant. If it's important and relevant, it's going to put it into several people's news feeds. So have you ever posted and seen that, like, you get one like and you're like, why do I only have one like? What's happening? Nobody likes what I'm posting? Well, Facebook is most likely not putting that post in anybody's news feeds. So you're probably not getting any engagement because Facebook hasn't bothered to share your stuff with other people unless they actively come to your wall and look at it. So one way to avoid that is with an engagement post. So an engagement post is a post that gets people engaged, a like, a comment, or a share. You want to post one of these every single day. Now, a basic engagement post could be just, you ever seen an image and it says fill in the blank? People are going to comment. Or if you could go back in time, what would you tell yourself? People love those. You can get 50 comments on those. Or something like, if you could have lunch with any person, dead or alive, who would it be? That's an engagement post. Tons of engagement. Once you get an engagement post, Facebook sees, wow, everybody's commenting and liking and sharing. She must or he must have something very important to say. And the very next post that you post will go into everybody's newsfeed. So before you post an invitation to a challenge group, or before you post an invitation to a coaching opportunity, you want to make sure you've posted an engagement post before that, so that that post about the coaching or the challenge has reached several people in the newsfeed. Does that make sense? That's your Facebook affinity. Now, your engagement post does not need to be fill in the blank and something so generic. People, you'll see what your audience starts to like. My people love pictures of my kids. So sometimes I don't even plan on them being the engagement post, and they just happen to be. Like today, I posted a picture of my son and I said, my gorgeous child. I have like 120 20 likes on it already and like 10 comments. I had no idea that would be my engagement post. But if I'm smart, my very next post is going to be something about the business because it's already hit 100 people. So you'll just play around with it. You also need to know when the majority of your people are online. Most times, Sunday around 6:30, 7:30 p.m. is a great opportunity to post your coaching post. I was playing around with it this week just to see if maybe 2 p.m. worked. It didn't. So I'm just going to go back to my 6:30. Sometime between 6:30 and 7:30, that works really well with my audience. That might not work really well with your audience. I have a lot of night owls, so I know that I could post something as late as 10 o'clock, 10:30 p.m., and people are going to engage. So play around with the timing and find out when are your people responding to you the most. So you want to post 3 to 5 times a day on your page. And I always have trouble remembering what they are, but it goes something like this. Something inspiring. For me, I'm posting a quote every morning. It doesn't have to be a quote. It could be something uplifting. It could be whatever, something inspiring. You want to post something, an engagement post, something that's going to get people to engage with you, a like, a comment, or a share. You want to post about your business one time, and you don't want to be businessy. You don't want to be commercial. You want to be very genuine and very uniquely you. So it can be sprinkled, just sprinkle little breadcrumbs throughout. A picture of you drinking your Shakeology, a little video clip of you working out. Video clips of you working out sped up. Those work so well. And you can get an app on your phone. I think I have an app called Fast Slow. There's a picture of a tortoise and a hare and it's red. I use that all the time. Or Pick, Play, Post is a good app to have. It's where you can make a collage where some of them are pictures and some of them are videos. But you want to just sprinkle it in. And don't say, join me every time. I would say inviting posts, inviting to a challenge group, or inviting to the coaching opportunity, maybe 1 or 2 times a week. But you want to post about your business at least once a day. One of your posts of the day needs to be about what you're doing right now. So don't be afraid of selfies. If you have a fear of selfies, now's a perfect time to get over it because you are your brand. People want to see your face. People don't want to see everybody else's face. If you want them to go to you because you're the go-to person, they want to see your face. And the more you share about yourself, the scarier it is of what you're planning on sharing. The more outside of your comfort zone that you share, the more inspiring you become and the more people reach out to you. So if you share a picture of your before and your after, then that might be really scary for you. But so many people feel inspired by that. So the more uncomfortable you feel, the more you are inspiring other people. I always make this analogy. If you've ever gone to a dance club and you're not a dancer and you're just like kind of uncomfortable dancing, that might be how you are now. But if you're in your bedroom in front of the mirror and nobody's around and the music's blasting and you're going all out and you're like totally into it, that's you behind closed doors. You being a coach is to open up that side of you. Not only is that healing for you, it makes you vulnerable, which in turn is healing for you, but it also makes people feel like, wow, look at them. They're a real life person. They have their ups and they have their downs. Don't be afraid to post. If you fell off your diet one day and you're like, oh, I ate a whole pizza. I don't recommend you eat a whole pizza, but if you do eat a whole pizza, I recommend you share about it and say, oh my God, I totally failed myself, but I'm going to succeed and I'm going to fail forward. So I'm sharing it with you to be held accountable and to let you know that it does happen and it happens to me too. So the more open you are and the more vulnerable you are, the more people are going to feel inspired by you and can't talk. And the more people are going to come towards you and want to reach out to you because they have something in common with you. I'm not going to pick up the phone and go call some stranger to help me. I'm going to pick up the phone and call someone I feel that I can connect to, someone who's similar to me, someone who shares some things about me and who's open and honest and genuine. So try and be open and honest and genuine. And that 5th post that I like to do is to share something cool, like a viral video or something that one of my friends have posted and I just thought was awesome. So those are my 5 posts. Let's see if I can recap. Something inspiring, something about the business, something that's engaging, something that you're doing right now, today, and something that I just had it and I just said it. Number 5, a viral video or something cool. There we go. So those are your 5 things that you should be posting every day. I'd say post between 3 and 5 times a day. If you have a like page, I'd say post 3 to 5 times a day on your like page. If you want, if it's an important post, you could post it on both your like and wall, but try and play around with the timing. Maybe do it at different times. I always post like a coaching opportunity post. I'd post on my wall, usually Sunday, 6:30 p.m. I'll post it a different time on my like page. You get a different audience, you get a different, not everyone's on Facebook all day long. So definitely want to make sure that you're posting and you're understanding about your affinity. And before you post something big, like your open for business post or an invitation, please, please, please do yourself a favor as a new coach and post it in Success Fit Body and Mind team page first and say, hey guys, I'm about to post this. Can I get some feedback? Because a lot of these coaches have been doing this for a while and it's important to get feedback. If you're just going to post something and it's very commercialized, you could be hurting yourself. If you post it in the team page and they're like, oh, you might want to put more spacing in between the sentences. You don't want one big paragraph. It's hard to read. People are going to skip through it. Maybe you need to add a picture. Maybe you need to add some emoticons. Whatever you need to do. Be real and be raw, but let us review it. We're a team. That's what we're here for. And just like I posted the other day when I was playing out with the new time zone, let us help you. Say, oh, I just posted some amazing thing. Please go to my page and give it some love. The whole team can go and like it, boost your affinity right away, and it helps you out. So we are here to help each other. Don't think of this as a competition. This is a team. We have to do this together. All right. Let me see. You want to make sure, this is another important thing, that you have created your team Beachbody profile. Super, super important. You need to include any before and after pictures if you have them, or even just a before picture, and you do need an after picture, but it doesn't have to be the after like you're the superest, buffest person in the world, but you need to have your before and after pictures and your bio, your biography, just some little blurb about you. You need to have that on your Team Beachbody profile. Your profile needs to be filled out 80% in order for you to qualify for incentive programs. And the reason why I'm stressing this so much is because I was a coach for 4 months wondering, why am I getting none of my incentive programs when I'm doing really well? What is happening? And I called Coach Relations and they're like, oh, you don't have your before picture. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know I needed my before picture. And I missed out on 4 months of incentives. So I'm telling you, because I did it from experience, make sure you have at least 80% of your profile filled out. You want your before and after pictures and your bio. That's the bare minimum. So that way, as soon as you hit Success Club 5, you can start getting Teen Cycle bonuses when you're Emerald. So make sure you have that. Again, I want to stress how important it is to be organized, following up when you need to. Carry a spiral notebook. If you spoke to someone, write it down. If you don't have a tracking system, there is a lesson in the training course about tracking systems. I have one. It's called Teensy. But if you don't have one, I didn't have one when I first started. I used a spiral notebook. I wrote down, what are we months in March? You can write down March 2015 and everyone you spoke to. Save that paper. When you get down to May, June, July, and you don't have anyone to reach out to, and you're like, oh, what should I do? You'll have this whole list of people you reached out to, and go back to them and reach out to them again and take notes. This person was interested in hammer and chisel. This person was interested in size. This person was interested in whatever. Or I offered the coaching opportunity and they said no. Another really important thing to know is that no is okay. No is actually what we want. We want to hear yeses, of course, but you're not going to hear yeses unless you hear no's. So there is, in the team page, if you go to the documents, the files, it's the 100 no's game. Print that out. It's a list, and every time someone says no to you, write their name down and think of it as a positive thing. If you think of it as a negative thing, you're going to be in a negative mindset, and coaches are not in negative mindsets. We work through that, and that's what we're all here for, to encourage each other. When you hear no, write it down like, yes, I got to know. I'm one step closer. And if you ask 100 people, you're going to get at least 2 or 3 yeses. So just keep going, and don't feel discouraged. You could hit Success Club 5, you'll need to help 3 people, but you need to actually do it. So if you're not hitting the goals that you want, you need to stop and look, am I doing my 3 vital behaviors? Am I inviting and sharing and connecting? Am I bettering myself with personal development? Am I actually using the product and sharing about it? It's very simple. If you can make it, break it down and just stick to the simple, basic, share, use the product, and reach out and invite and help better myself with personal development, this will work for you. There is a call that I want you to listen to of one of our upline coaches, team coaches, and in 7 months, she was able to leave her full-time job. And in the call, everyone's like, how'd you do it? How'd you do it? She said, really, all I did was invite people, use the product, and share about it, and read my personal development. I just did what I was supposed to do. I didn't make it super complicated. This business is not about recreating the wheel. Just do what you're supposed to do, and all that recreation stuff will come when it needs to. Use your uplines, use the source. And that brings me to what happens. How do you become Emerald? You need to sign 2 coaches. So how do you sign 2 coaches? These are the steps that you'll need to take. First, you need to be very excited and congratulate yourself for doing that. You want to take, let me open up this document. When you sign a coach, the first thing you want to do, I opened the wrong document. The first thing you want to do is add them to the Success Fit Body and Mind team page. So you add a member, and then you're going to create a welcome for them. You can go to Canva, canva.com, canva.com. It's like Photoshop for dummies. So if you don't know how to use Photoshop, use Canva. I don't know how to use Photoshop, but I'm a Canva pro. It's drag and drop. You can upload pictures, whatever. You go to your new coach's Facebook page. I like to not use their current profile, and I like to use a picture that's just them if I can find one. You put it in there with our logo, Success Fit Body and Mind logo, which you can find in our team page. Welcome, new coach, write their name, decorate it, make it all pretty. And then after you've added them to the Success Fit team page, once they're added, you'll be able to tag them. So you can take that welcome photo, which I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about because you each had one, and tag them, welcome them to the group. You want to put something that you know about them, that you've learned about them. Either she's ready to reach her goals of losing 25 pounds or whatever it is, something that you've learned about them, and how excited you are for them to be there. And the third portion of that is teaching them what the page is that you're putting them into. So in Success Fit Body and Mind, you'll say, this is our team page. It's a great resource. Introduce yourself, blah, 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 and tag them. Then you'll take that same picture. You'll add them to an upline team page. I prefer to do the Misfit Family team page because there's lots of coaches in there in really high rankings, so that's helpful. If you want, you can add them to Andrea's team page. She's the co-founder of Misfit Republic. I don't really like to go up that high because I feel like once you're so many ranks separated, it's kind of too big, too much, too separated. So that's why I like the Misfit Family team page, but you could choose what you want. Add them there. Tag them there, welcome them, change the wording a little bit. You still want to mention something about them. You still want to invite them and welcome them, but let them know like what that page is. This is our upline team page, and put them in there. So now they've been put in 2 pages. You want to send them the welcome email. So the email that I sent you, you want to send them. You want to make sure they get that checklist. You want to make sure they get my welcome video. You want to make sure that they are able to register into the 36-day training. And then you're done. Your job will be to support them and check in with them every couple of weeks. Oh, big thing. you want to welcome them to the Success Fit Fitness Challenge group. That's super important. Obviously, when they signed on as a coach, they most likely became a challenge. They most likely purchased a challenge pack. Let them know that when they purchase a challenge pack, if they want to become a coach, that $40 coaching fee is waived. And then you'll put them into the fitness challenge. You don't need to put the picture there, though. That picture is only for the office businessy stuff. But that way they're in the fitness challenge. They can work on their fitness goals. They're in 2 team pages so they can start their business, and they've enrolled into the course so that they can expand their business. Encourage them to introduce themselves. And as a coach, your job is to be super active in these groups because you want to model the behavior for them. You want them to feel the encouragement and the support. When you're in that fitness challenge, try and step in every single day and be active. And don't just post on my posts. You can create your own posts. You can pop in there and keep that group active. So you want to definitely make sure that you're being super active in the groups to model the behavior and to bring on this sense of community, which is the support that people need to reach their goals. And that's going to help you as well. And once you've signed on to coaches, you're going to find that you've held yourself accountable because now that you have people under you, you have to model that behavior even more. So that's why this coaching thing is so awesome, because you're going to start wanting to work out more. You're going to start wanting to read more personal development. You're going to start wanting to build your business more. So really reach out and do that. Now, if you don't have an active coach who wants to actively coach and build an income from this, that's fine. You can have a discount member, which is a discount coach. That's somebody who wants to be on Shakeology, wants to use our products, wants to better themselves, and wants a discount. And that helps you as well. So that helps them as well too. They get the discount. You don't get the commission on them every single month, but you do get to build your team. And once you build your team, you're going to be getting team cycle bonuses. So in the long run, that's so much better. So as new coaches, my goal for you guys is to hit Success Club 5 and to become an Emerald coach. Before we get off this call, I'm going to tell you one more awesome little prize that you get when you hit Success Club 5, your first, second, and third month as being a coach. We have a summer conference called Summit. It's super important to be at. It's super fun to be at. You get to meet all of the trainers. You get to meet Carl Deichler, our CEO. You get to be with hundreds and hundreds of other coaches. Really empowering, really important. And it's a very expensive ticket. If you are, by the way, it's been sold out for months. If you are what's called a Success Club starter, that means you've hit Success Club month 1, month 2, and month 3 of your business. Carl Deichler has saved a ticket for you and all the other Success Club starters to be able to go to Summit for free. It's a really awesome, special little gift that you get for working your business and doing a really good job. So if you need help signing on challengers or coaches or whatever you need to do to help yourself get to Success Club 5, or higher, there is Success Club 10 too, then you can go into our team page in the files, in the documents, and you can find everything. Signing a challenger is in there. You can sign them up over the computer where they can go through to your website and sign up by going to Become a Coach or Shop, or you can sign them up from the Team Beachbody mobile app, even though it's not really an app. It is a mobile feature that you can actually do on your computer, but it doesn't work really well on the computer. But search for that too in our team page so that you can sign them up. Once you've signed them up, you can pop them into those groups and do those next few steps. And there's one more thing I wanted to tell you about Success Club 5 and 10. Okay, Success Club 5, if you hit Success Club 5, a really nice feature is the next month, the company is going to give you free leads. These are leads of people who wanted a coach but haven't purchased anything yet. They've signed on for a free Team Beachbody account and they haven't purchased anything yet, but they want a coach. If you've hit Success Club 5 in the previous month, you're going to get free customer leads. You will reach out to them. Hey, I'm blah, 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 and I'm your new coach. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to help you. Very often these turn into sales. If you hit Success Club 10, the company is going to give you customer lead program, which are people who have already purchased something, and you will become their free coach. So for example, if they're on a Shakeology home direct order, that first month you're not their coach, so you don't get anything. But the second month they're automatically getting a home direct of Shakeology, you'll get the commission on that. So if you hit Success Club 5, you'll get customer leads. If you hit Success Club 10, you'll get paid leads. It's definitely great. This company wants to help you. The uplines want to help you. There's tons of incentives. In fact, all of the Diamond upline coaches right now who have hit Success Club 5 every single month last year are on a fully paid Beachbody cruise to the Bahamas right now. They're a 7-day cruise, fully paid. They got to bring their whole family, and it's completely free. So lots of benefits in moving your business forward, lots of rewards. Every month there's rewards. I would suggest that when you're ready, you go out and find an SP, a success partner, someone in one of the upline pages or even on our team that you relate to who has similar goals as you, who wants to try and reach these goals. So you can talk to them and you can have an accountability partner. Emily and I are success partners, and we talk to each other all the time. We check in probably every day. We message each other. Sometimes we run groups together, and it's really, really helpful. All the resources are here. Everything that you could possibly need is on Google. When you search it, it's in the Misfit team page. It's in the Success Fit team page. It's on our websites. And of course, you can reach out to anyone on the team, including me and Emily and your upline sponsor, to get any help that you need. So don't feel alone. Don't feel discouraged. And please connect and reach out. That is all I have for you for your GSR, your Getting Started Right call. I'm going to unmute everybody. And if you have any questions, now is a great time to pop in and ask them. And
I don't have a question, but I have a comment if I could do that.
Who is talking right
now? Oh, sorry. This is Emily. I'm just on my phone and I couldn't get my video to work.
No problem. Okay, go ahead, Emily.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say hello to everybody. And also, you know, Melissa gave out so much awesome information. And I remember when I was first starting, and I thought, oh my God, how am I going to remember this all? And the coolest thing about this business is you don't have to. You have endless resources. You will hear this information all of the time, and it'll start to sink in the longer that you're coaching. So you don't have to remember all of this right now. It's always going to be put in front of you, and we're always going to be talking about it. So don't let it overwhelm you, like Melissa said. And other than that, I just want to say the other cool thing about this business is it is collaborative, not competitive. So you will find that every coach out there, whether they're on your team or not, they're going to be open to helping you and supporting you grow your business.
That's so true. I have tons of Beachbody coaches that are not even on my team that have reached out to me, or I've reached out to them, and we've become very friendly, and I'm very excited to meet them face-to-face summit. But everyone wants to help everyone.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anybody have any comments or questions?
I'm pretty excited. I know I'm still trying to get everything in order, and it is, to be honest, a little overwhelming, and I've kind of been going around in circles a little bit, but I know that training will help me, so.
Absolutely. As soon as you get in that training, do it every day, and more, you're going to have like aha light bulb moments throughout the whole thing. And the cool thing is once you graduate the training, you have access to all those videos all the time. So you can always go back. If you're struggling with something, you'll see the title of the lesson. You'll be like, oh, I need to go in and check on that and watch that video again. So it's all going to be there for you.
Good.
For the Success Club 5.
Yes.
I missed that because I was like writing a bunch of stuff. Does that go with becoming Emerald and having 2 coaches underneath you, or?
No, those are separate things. So having 2 coaches underneath you will become Emerald. Okay. Hitting Success Club 5 means you've helped 3 people. So if you want to help those 2 coaches, you'll get SC4. Okay. And then you'll help 1 more person to get to SC5 if you do it Like if your two coaches get a challenge pack, you'll get 2 points on each of them. And then that third person can get a challenge pack. You'll be at SC6, or they can be on just a Shakeology quarter. You'll be at SC5.
Okay, got it.
And I should mention that depending on when you signed on in the month, if you signed on like halfway through the month, then that first month to hit SC5 to become a Success Club starter and get your ticket to Summit are those 2 weeks of the month plus that whole month. So if you signed on like at the end of February, you still have the end of February and all of March to count as your first month.
Okay.
Anybody else? Okay, guys, please make it a priority to be on the call. Thank you so much for being here. It's a lot of good information. And as our team grows, get your downlines to come onto this call as well. If you guys have questions or ideas for calls, reach out to me or Emily. We'd love to help you. That's the whole purpose of this. So just make it a priority to be here. There's the Monday morning national wake-up call that you should always listen to, except I always listen to it on Wednesday because that just works with my schedule. But make sure you're listening to that. That's also in the coach list. So just, there's some sort of feedback here. Make sure that you are trying to make an effort to be on team calls. You know, not just this team call. If you have time to pop on, there's a Wednesday lunch call with Andrea Crowder, the co-founder of Misfit Republic, and Blair and Charity. They're both high up in the ranks. And every Wednesday at noon Eastern Standard Time, they have a coffee chat. There's like 50 people on there. And it's just good to always, it's part of your personal development. Just find a team call. And in the upline page that I've tagged you guys in, if you watch their welcome video, she'll tell you when there's a team call every single day. So make sure you're on this team call and you get your national wake-up call in, but try to get on 1 or 2 more throughout the week if you can. If not live, then at least listening to them because there's a lot of good information. All right. All right, that's all I have for you. I know that it's a lot of stuff, so don't leave going, oh my God, my brain's going to explode. This is recorded. You can watch it again later, and you can always reach out and ask questions, okay? Thank you guys so much for being here, and go Team Success Fit. Woo!
Woo!
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.